are grateful for those that just happen to tune in tonight. I know that whatever and wherever we are is going to be a miracle for us. It's going to be a shift in our perception. It's going to be an opportunity for us to learn something about ourselves. And as the meeting started out tonight, if you were there early enough, you would have saw the title, It's Time to Take It Personal. And I think we really do need to recognize that our spiritual growth is not a religion. It is not a dogma. Our spiritual growth is about each and every one of us taking our experiences, whatever comes into our minds personally, meaning I'm going to learn something from this. I'm going to grow from this. I have a choice which way I'm going to grow. I'm either going to grow by closing myself off, I would say that's not growth, into fear, or I am going to ask the Holy Spirit to step into my mind and to understand something that is going on that may be uncomfortable for me to understand, but I want to grow from it. I want to learn from it. I want to be truly helpful. I want to begin the process of healing. We have to become the miracle workers that are needed now more than ever before. That's why A Course in Miracles came. A Course in Miracles came into our experience not because the world was great, but because the world was going through, had worsened at those first lessons or those first messages that the scribe of A Course in Miracles heard, which was the world is worsening at an alarming rate. And that teachers of God, miracle workers, you and I, folks, are needed now more than ever before. The Course came about in the 60s. That was a real turbulent time. And there is no doubt that during the 70s and early 70s, when many people were studying the Course, and into now, we were preparing the way, because the world has not changed a whole heck of a lot. But you know who has changed? You and I. You and I have become aware, and that's scary to our egos. So looking, being aware, making it personal is how we transcend the ego, not by hate or attack, but by looking through it and seeing that it gives us nothing that we value anymore. So it is time now for us to awaken and be glad, because it is now time for our relationships, our experiences, and everything we think about in our minds and everything we experience with people is a relationship. So all our relationships, whether they be ones that you like, you don't like, that you want to push out of your awareness, relationships we have with people, places, and things, ideas, like even people seem to say politics is not a relationship. It definitely is. We have a big relationship with politics, and politics, just like a relationship with your husband or your kids or spouses or friends, is something that needs to be looked at and looked through to the truth. So we will always deal with current events that are taking place in the world, because unless we deal with them, we make them into idols. Now, we don't have to necessarily make anyone bad or us wrong, somebody else right, or us right and somebody else wrong. We will deal with those things so that we can begin to look at them and ask for help so they may be healed. So they no longer stop us, no longer become a block to the awareness of love, that we use them as a doorway for our healing, our doorway for our salvation, because everything that comes into our mind is what the Holy Spirit will use as a teaching device for bringing us home. The ego wants to say, no, 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 no. But the Holy Spirit will say, whatever you're experiencing, whatever your mind lands on, whatever you are thinking about, is a doorway to lead you home. So join with the power of God that is within you now and experience that doorway, experience that miracle, experience that shift. That's the purpose of the Course.